Bible, so please like, share, and subscribe my video. We're gonna read the Bible. Before that, let me check something. Wait, let me check something. Okay. So as you see, we're reading the Holy Bible. We're reading from Old Testament. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void, and the darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the water. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light that it was good, and God divided light from the darkness, and called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And the evening and the morning was the first day. And God said, "Let there be firmament in the midst of the water, and let it divide the water from the water." And God made a firmament and divided the water which were under the firmament and from the water which were above the firmament, and it was so. And God said, "Let the water under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the water He sees. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the heap yielding seed, and a fruit tree yielding fruit of this kind, whose seeds is in itself upon the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed of this kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was itself of his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let there be light in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for sign and for season and for days and years." Whoever watching, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and we're reading the Bible. And God made two great light, a greater light to rule the day, and a lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. Please comment down below so I can know who is watching. And God said, "Let the water bring forth abundantly the moving creature that had life and fall, and that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven." And God created great whales and every living creature that moveth which the water brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every wing full after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the water in the sea, and let four multiply in the earth." And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful, multiply, fill the water in the sea, and four multiply the earth." And evening and the morning were the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, and cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle of the kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. God saw it was good. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and God and cattle after their kind, and everything that creeper upon earth after his kind, and saw it was good. And God said, "Let us make us man in our image and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." So God created man in his own image, and the image of God created him, male and female created he them. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, "Be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that move upon the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every heat bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree and which is in the fruit of tree yielding seed to the you shall be for meat, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything uh, that creepeth upon earth, and wherein there is life. I give you every green herb for meat." And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Thus the heaven and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in he had rested from all his work which God created and made. There are the generations of the heavens and of the earth. One day were created in the earth, the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was no man to till the ground. But there went up a mist from the earth, and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And the Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man who he had formed, and out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is planted to pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And a river went out of the Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted and become into four heads. The name of the first is Pison, that is it which compasseth the wall land of the Havilah, while there is gold, and the gods of the and the gold of the land is good. Thereover is bdellium and onyx stone. And the gold of the land is good. There is bdellium and the onyx stone. And the name of the second river is Gihon. The same is the composite the whole land of Ethiopia. And the name of the third river is Hidi. That is the which goeth towards the east of the Assyria. And the fourth river is Euphrates. And the Lord God took the man and put him into the garden of Eden, and to dress it and to keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat it, for the day that thou eatest, therefore thou shalt surely die. And the Lord God said, it is not good for that the man should be alone. I'll make him a helper meet for him. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whosoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name of therefore. And Adam gave name to all the cattle to field, but Adam there was no found and helped meet of him. The creation of woman. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh and stead therefore. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from the man who made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man, the first marriage. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, a man and his wife, and were not ashamed. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, had God said, You shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of tree of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is the midst of the garden, God had said, You shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest you die. And the serpent said unto the woman, She shall not surely die. For God do know that the day we eat, therefore thou shall be open, and then your eyes shall be open, and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit of therefore and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife and them sleep from the presence of the Lord God among the trees of the garden. And the Lord God called Adam and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard the voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, Who told thou that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree where I command thee that thou shalt not eat? And the man said, The woman whom thou givest to be me, she give of the tree that I eat. And the Lord God said unto the woman, What is that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the day of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply the sorrow of thy concept, and sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and that thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I command thee, say, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake, the sorrow thou shalt thou eat of it, and all the day of life. Thorns all of the thistle shall be bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of the face shalt thou eat bread, bread till thou return unto the ground, for out of it wast thou taken. For thus thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. And Adam called his wife named Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also and to his wife and did the Lord God made coats of skin and clothed them, man sent from garden. And the Lord God said, behold, a man is become as one of us, knowing good and evil. And lest her put forth his head in the hand, and take also the tree of life, and eat the living forever. Therefore the Lord God sent forth from the garden of Eden to till the ground from the whence he was taken. So he drew out the man, and he placed at the east of the garden of Eden cherubims, and a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. And Adam knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep. Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought forth the fruit of the ground, an offering unto the Lord. And Abel he also brought the first links and of his flock, and of therefore, and the Lord has respect unto Abel of his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very wroth, and he continued, his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted, and if thou dost not well, shall sin light into the door, and unto the there shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Cain talked with Abel and his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field, the Cain rose up Abel his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, what is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not, and I am my brother's keeper. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother blood cried unto from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which were the head opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. And fugitive and vagabond shall thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out of this. Sorry guys, I had a call. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out of the day from the face of the earth, and from the face of the earth shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that every one of the finest shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slay Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set the mark upon Cain, let it find it any man should kill him. Cain dwelleth in the land of Nod. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord, and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch, and he builded a city, and called the name of the city of the name of his son. And unto Enoch was born Irad, and Irad begat Mujila. Mahujala, and Majala became Matsula, and Matsula became Lamech. And Lamech took unto him two wives. The name of the one wife Ada, and the name of other Zillah. And Jebel, he was the father of such as dwell in the tent, and of such as have cattle. And his brother name was Jubal, and he was the father of all such as handle herb and organ. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal, Cain, an instructor of every artificial in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal, Cain, was Nahum. And Lamech said unto his wife Ada, and Azillah, he was wife of Lamech, hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to wound it, and a young man to my heart. A Cain shall avenge sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bare a son, and called his name Seth. But God said, she had appointed another seed instead of Abel, who Cain slew. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son. He called his name Enos. Then be a giant man to call upon the name of again man to call upon the name of the Lord. This is the book of Adam. In the day that God created man. In the light of the God man, he him, male and female created he them, and blessed them, and he called them Adam, and the day of was created. And Adam lived 130, and Adam lived 130 years, and became son on his likeness after his image, and he called his name Seth. And the day of Adam had been gotten 70. Seth was 800, and he began son and daughter. And all the day Adam lived was 990 years, and he died. Seth descended, and Seth lived 105 years in Enos, and Seth lived after he became in Enos 807 years, and he begat sons and daughter. And all the day of Seth were 912 years, and he died. And Enos lived 90 years and begat Canaan. And Enos lived after he begat Canaan 850 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the day of Enos were 905 years, and he died. Canaan descendants, and Cain lived 70 years and had been Mahalalel, and Cain lived after Mahalalel 840 years and became sons and daughters. And all the day of Cain were 990 years, and he died. And Mahajalel descended, and Mahajalel lived 605 years and Jared. Jared and Mahajalel lived after he began Jared 890 and 30 years and became son and daughter. And all the day of Mahakala were 895 years and he died. And Jared lived 160 years and 200 become Enoch. And Jared lived of the begat Enoch 800 years and became an Enoch and daughter. And on the day of Jared was 960 and 2 years and he died. And Enoch lived 60 years, 5 years and became Methuselah. And Methuselah Enoch were with God, and after his he became Methuselah had 300 years and began sons and daughter. And all the day Enoch was 365 years. And Enoch walked in God, and he was not, for God took him. And Methuselah lived 108 years, 180 and 70 and become Lamech. And Methuselah lived after they began Lamech 782 years and began sons and daughter. All the day of Methuselah were 969 years and he died. Lamech descended. And Lamech lived 180 years and called and began son. And he called his name Noah, saying, the same will comfort us, concern our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord had cursed. And Lamech lived after he begat Noah and 590 years, and he begot sons and daughters. And all the day Lamech was 770 years, he died. Noah descended, and Noah was 500 years old, and Noah became Shem, Heber, and Jabal. Okay, brother and sister, that's it for today, guys. That's it for the Bible reading for today. Thank you for watching. We'll like, share, and subscribe Bible KJV Music channel. I'll continue after sometimes tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye, brother and sister.